the Carolinas coming in, App State as well as Coastal Carolina. I think it was two different kind of games. I thought App State did a great job the first 3 quarters, and we were just we played extremely well defensively in that fourth quarter to hold them to 2 points and kind of went on a run. Troy Swain being back, I think, helped us a lot. That it gives us another available shooter, and I thought she shot the ball extremely well, hitting 6 threes. And then as a team, we made 14 threes, so I thought that was pretty big for us. And then going in the Coastal game, it's kind of a little different. I thought we played really well for 3 quarters, and in the fourth quarter, we just it's kind of different for us. Sometimes playing with the lead is we don't always utilize and make the best decisions on playing with the lead. And I thought we started to try to play a little bit faster the fourth quarter and let them come right back into the game, but we're able to finish. And I think the biggest thing, Coastal was leading the conference in rebounding, and I think matter of fact, we kept them under 5 on the offensive boards, and I thought that was big for us, or key for us to get the win. And we turned them over 24 times, and we still were up, and our turnover was about 15. But when we turn a team over 24 times, it gives us an opportunity for those possessions. But so it's a good week. 100 win was great. It's basically about the kids. I always say when we win games, it's because of them. When we lose games, it's because of us. So it was exciting to get that one, and we'll see if we can get the next 100 a little bit faster. Questions?
What's been the difference between the start of the season and now?
Health. We're starting to get health. Like today's practice was awesome. Even Danielle Barham was in practice today, and that was. We didn't do as much contact today, but we had everybody in, and man, we just get so much more work done. And there's more options for us as coaches to be able to do different lineups and stuff. So I think that's the biggest thing. Jasmine Thomas is practicing full go right now. She's not, even though she's not at 100%. It makes a difference for our team. And you can tell the kids are excited that everybody's in. We'll be a little bit deeper, and when we come up to matchups, I think that'll help us. So I think that's the biggest thing is, when they're available, those options that we can kind of play with different lineups and stuff like that, I think will help us to play like we want.
Having said that, is this a good chance for a break, or now that you've won a little bit, would you like to play it earlier in the week, or is it a good time to get it?
I like to keep going, I think so. But, I think the thing that we did today where, we really focused on it gave us an opportunity not to focus on anybody else but us. And we did a lot of different things today that we needed to work on, trying to eliminate some of the turnovers and stuff like that. So it works both ways, it's just, hey, that's what they've given us, and that's what we'll take. And we'll take this long week to continue to work to get better. So, I guess it's a benefit in a way for us, to have this week. And then, but I like to keep on playing, It's like when you get on the road, you want to kind of keep playing. So. Saturday will come quick enough, and then we'll be on the road again next week.
Coach, the recent, and I know that one game that was kind of above and beyond with 14 threes, but y'all been shooting with a lot more confidence on the perimeter lately. What goes into that, and how much has that changed, like maybe your overall offensive mindset?
I think a lot of it, is kids getting in the gym after practice and doing some extra things. So without having class, we're able to do that. We're not limited to 20 hours right now of practice. So, we like to practice in the morning. We'll get into practice from 10 to 12, 10 to 1, and then we bring them back at 3. And all we do is do some shooting or maybe offensive stuff. So I think that's kind of to me, you get confidence from seeing the ball go in. And so even like after practice, they got some kids staying, they're starting to get a little bit more confidence. So I think you start making shots when you work on something. It's a lot of these shooters aren't just shooters. They've made themselves shooters. So I think that'll help. And then for us, the type of offenses we were running and stuff with the 4 out and all that, I think when you're making shots, any type of offense you have is gonna make it look better. And it's just it helps us to average 70 like we used to last year compared to what we averaged in around 60 this year. I think you're going to see that kind of go up, us score a little bit more if we have the right kids in, that can shoot the ball. And that's what's happening right now is those kids that are coming back can really shoot the ball.
Who benefited the most because you weren't healthy
I would say, you know what, I thought it would have been Skylar Goodwin, but I think we wore her out, man. We just kind of put the ball in her hands and said, let's go, 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 go. And, you know, she was being coached a lot by a lot of people, and I think there was a lot of confusion for her. And I think coming back from the break, she still wasn't, you know, I think it was tough on her. I think it was really, you know, because she's really not a point guard, but she did a great job for us. And I think it just put a lot of pressure on her. Now that she's kind of moving to the wing and all that, I think you're going to see her kind of really do her thing, you know, and maybe up and scoring. And so I think it kind of hurt her, you know. And then, you know, Jasmine Thomas is such a good player. I mean, she really is one of the best basketball, not as far as basketball knowledge, she really got it. And her body's just not ready for it right now. So I think, you know, being out, that hurt her. We should have done a little bit better job of getting her in better condition, not just worry about her knee, but get her in condition. And it's something we learned, but she's going to have to play her way back in position, you know. And we need Simone Fields to get going again, too. Simone's a great player for us. It's just her, too, with the injury she had during the summer, she never really recovered condition-wise from it. So if we could ever get that together, and we're focusing on that 2 days and trying to get them, whoever's not getting any minutes, to get them some more, conditioning in.
Coach, you mentioned, you know, in the Coastal Carolina game, that you guys played well for 3 quarters, and in the 4th quarter, you guys kind of just tried to hurry things up and got a little quicker for you. How do you fix that? How do you go about kind of slowing your team back down and kind of getting them on that pace where they played for so well in the first 3 quarters?
Yeah, it's always kind of been a problem for us. It's usually for us the way we start. You know, it's like we start really slow and our back gets against the wall, and then we start pressing and we get going. You know, when you get the lead, sometimes we have, as coaches, we have a tendency to not press as much and be a little bit more cautious. You know, and I think that's something that you just have to learn. You know, I think we need to put them in a situation in practice and work on situations where we do have a lead and stuff. And, you know, with young kids, you know, you don't want to tell them not to shoot, but, I mean, we were getting rebounds and shooting with 28 seconds on the shot clock, you know, which is not a smart move because we're going to get that same 3, you know, with less than 10, you know, or less than 15. So, you know, you keep preaching. You know, we do a pretty good job as coaches, I think, is doing repetition, you know, and you got to do repetition, especially for the younger kids. And so you try to get them more comfortable, you know. Everybody's coming from a different type of program, too. You know, it's like Nakia thinks we're in the NBA, you know. We got to score 150 points, you know, and it's not so, you know. And I just can't wait until she coaches so I can go watch her and see what she does. So, yeah, it's trying to get, and they do know. They're smart kids, you know. They do know, but sometimes they just don't like to do what the coaches want them to do. It's just part of it. So, you know, we sit them, and sometimes we take losses because of it, but we'll get them. You know, that's my thing is like when you're coming from a program that's, you know, hadn't won before and you start winning, you're going to have leads now. And now how do you maintain those leads? And, I mean, we're still in progress. I mean, even though this is our 6th year, it's still a big progress, you know, because a lot of our wins come from behind. Now we're having a situation where we're ahead. We just got to learn, and we got to put them in that situation.
How's the matchup with Monroe?
Monroe is going to be a tough matchup because they have a kid that plays the 5 that really can shoot the 3. She had 6 threes against Coastal when they beat Coastal, and I think, you know, it's like our hybrids and our posts don't really go out very well and guard that, and so I think Kim Burton's going to be big on that matchup because Kim will have to play a lot and she'll have to play inside the post and go out and guard her because she can really shoot the ball. So I think that's a problem. They got a couple of freshman guards that are really athletic. So, you know, they shooting the ball better. I noticed the last couple of games. So, you know, that'll be, you know, I think the major matchup problem will be in that post position.
Coach, how'd you celebrate the 100th win Saturday night?
You know, you just think about all the friends and the people around you and the media and, you know, everybody around you from Dr. Sabwell to your family and all that. And you kind of think, you know, it's like, you know, to a lot of people, it's, you know, 100 wins is not a lot. But, you know, for the little bit of time we've been here and from where the program comes from, you know, you celebrated in thinking of friends. You know, for me, it's more about friends and family. And the players, you know, the Kiki Veals that were there after the game and the Brooklyn Arsenals and, you know, you look at all those kids and where they're at and their coaching, and you know, it's just kind of look at it. And so the wins were great, but are you still winning in society and all that? So you know, it was really good for me yesterday to have a day off and reevaluate for the next 100. You know, it's like how, you know. So I just was I celebrated at a bitty basketball game yesterday. My grandkids were playing, and I got to see them play for the first time this year, and that was fun, you know, to see that. And got to see a lot of people congratulating us for that, you know. And you know, you can't forget about Coach Deacon Jones. You know, Deacon's here from the beginnings, always believed in it. He's had to take a lot of stress off from me and stuff like that. So you know, it's been done together, you know. And that's, when I took the job here, I knew it was going to have to take you know, a lot of people to get this done, and we have, you know, from, you know, Kevin Foote, I can't thank you enough for all the support that you continue to give us on writing, you know, it's just, and everybody in the media, Stevie P doing our radio as well as Jay, you know, all that makes a difference, you know, and you feel it from your heart. So celebrating was, it was really good. I got a lot of texts from a lot of people that I hadn't heard from a while. So, and just kind of relaxed and enjoyed it and ready for the next. I'm really want to get this next 100 really quick.